And now, an ASMR reading of another random Mario fanfiction that I found on the internet. Toadette went outside to get the mail for the day. She was poor and needed money badly. She was super close to being evicted because she had barely any money to pay rent for her tiny mushroom home. Most of the mail was just taxes, but one envelope stood out to her. It was a golden color and had her name written in rather nice cursive on the front. She opened it to find a letter. It read, "Dear Toadette, you have been one of the 12 people selected to participate in a racing tournament. You and 11 other randomly selected citizens were selected to take part in this competition. This competition will be for a cash prize. Good luck. From Lakitu." Toadette didn't know anything about racing, but she badly needed cash if she didn't want to be homeless. The next day, Toadette was standing with 11 other Mushroom Kingdom citizens. To the right of her were none other than the regular Mario Kart drivers. The drivers who have been through thick and thin, racing in dangerous places like an erupting volcano and in space. These racers would train the other 12 racers, the newbies. None of the newbies knew why this would be happening, but they were glad to be racing for once. Lakitu came up to the podium. "Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a very special day for you all. As you know, the newbies were going to be randomly paired with our regular drivers. The starters will train them and have a better and smoother time on the tracks. During these training sessions, we'll have an elimination race between all the newbies with a chance of winning 1 million coins." All the newbies gaped. I think they meant gasped. 1 million coins? Toadette, who was in poverty, badly needed this money. "Now let's reveal the pairings." The board behind Lakitu showed 12 pairings. "Find your names, then go to your assigned trainers." The screen behind Lakitu showed all the randomly selected pairings. Toadette scanned the board for her name, but due to her being so small, it was hard to see. Toadette finally found her name. Next to Mario's? She couldn't believe it. While others were complaining about Bowser being with his son, Toadette couldn't believe she was with Mario himself. While being in complete, utter shock, she felt a hand on her tiny shoulder. It was Mario. "Hey, Toadette! A long time no see!" She nearly lost her breath. Hi, Mario," he laughed. "Excited, huh?" "Yeah, and a bit nervous, too. Actually, a lot nervous." "Don't worry, you have me. We'll ace this tournament." Toadette smiled. She looked over at her friend Daisy, who got paired up with Luigi. "No fair! Why do Bowser and his son get to be together?" Toad and Diddy walked over.
"Oh, please! You got paired with your boyfriend! I got paired with a ghost!"
Diddy rolled his eyes. "That's why you guys are worried about? Look who Mario's with!" This got everyone's attention as they turned to Mario in Toadette's direction. She looked at Mario, and then back at everyone else. Hi?" She heard an awfully familiar chuckle in the midst of the crowd. A small, dragon-like turtle walked in front of everyone. He looked like a mini version of Bowser. Toadette assumed this was Bowser Jr.
"Oh, well, would you look at that?"
Toadette gave him a confused look.
"Mario has to train a walking pink fungus. How sad."
"Hey, don't talk about Toadette like that. I'm sure she'll do great," Mario snapped. Bowser Jr. just laughed.
"We'll see about that."
Toadette just looked at all the glares everyone gave her. She didn't understand. Why were her friends being so hostile to her all of a sudden? Then it clicked. Being with Mario had its pros and cons. Considering all the tracks in Mario Kart in general were by him, he'd know all the tricks and shortcuts to help him win. Everyone knew this well. Knowing that she had the best of the best helping her, everyone would be out to destroy her in the competition. She looked back at Mario, who had a look of worry on his face. "Hey, what's wrong? It's fine, really. I can handle a few insults."
"It's not about that, Toadette."
Toadette was confused. "Then what is it?" Mario took a deep breath.
"Like Lakitu said, the winner of this gets 1 million coins. Do you know how much money that is?"
"Enough for me to pay rent for a long time."
"Well, yeah, but like, if Bowser and his son win that prize money, can you imagine what they would do with that much money?"
"No, not really."
"Think about all the machinery and the minions they could buy with that money."
Toadette thought about it. They'd use it to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom.
"Yup, and that's why we can't let them win."
I mean, there's still 10 other racers. I think we'll be fine. Mario sighed.
"You have no idea how much you're underestimating Bowser right now. Trust me when I say he'll do anything to win."
Toadette couldn't take that much pressure for much longer. She broke eye contact with Mario and walked away. She thought this was some fun activity, but she didn't think it'd turn into a life or death situation. "I'm sorry, Mario, but I'm gonna go home for today."
"Toadette, Toadette, wait!
She didn't wait. She just kept on walking. A few teams watched as she walked away. Wario laughed.
She might as well quit.
While Luigi looked at his brother.
You're just in it for the money, are you?
Wario sighed.
Yep.
Toadette had trouble sleeping that night. She wondered, if Bowser Jr. is going to use the money to destroy the kingdom, and she just use it to pay rent, then why is she the one everyone's after? It didn't make much sense. It was so much pressure, and practically nothing had happened yet. However, she was required to race tomorrow. Thank goodness it wouldn't mean anything. It was just for everyone to see where their trainees were. Eventually, she fell asleep, wanting to be ready for her very first race. Wait, that's the end? Wait, there's no more? Alright, well, I guess that means I get to make up my own ending. Toadette lost because she's terrible, and Bowser Jr. won, and Bowser used the money to destroy the princess and Mario. The end, technically.